It soon comes around, doesn't it? It feels like 2 minutes ago since I was telling you all about our last preview. So we have a brand new preview for you all today. We've been a little bit giddy about this because we've got some of the items back in this event that weren't able to be aired in the last event. So you're going to get a little view of those in the live shows. The main item is the magazine, which I never got to touch on last time. So you're going to get a little run through of that. And then we've got some new goodies for you also. So welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Tony Direct Stamps by Me. How to Craft Network. You know me by now, I think. But if you are watching for the first time, welcome to our fabulous channel. We always do a product preview for our lovely ladies and gentlemen from HSN. And we love to share the love of craft, regardless of whoever's product it is or what type of craft you love. It's a hobby. It puts a smile on your face, so it makes us all very happy. It makes me very happy, actually. So welcome, everyone. I will do a dedicated shout out, but let's just give you a highlight of what's going to happen throughout the course of this show. So we're going to touch on the magazine. We've got a nice video for that as well for you. And we have 4 other items too. And I'm going to be doing some demos. So you've got me for a wee while. And I am going to be flying. So I'm going to be in the country, fingers crossed, with my family. We're all going to go together this time. And we're going to just thoroughly enjoy the experience, as we always do. So if you want to shop ahead, the items are live now, which is awesome. They made them live for our particular product preview. And if you want to share this show, just so we get a wider reach, just to show everybody that, you know, don't forget about Stamps by Me in the live shows. We're doing incredibly well. We've shown astronomical growth. We met our buyers as well, which was awesome. And they are just so invested in us. So the future is bright for Stamps by Me, and you all love our amazing products. So what do our products bring you? Affordability, you've got tick. We bring you quality, tick. Check out the 5-star reviews, tick, 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 tick. And then we get to be giddy kippers, don't we, and celebrate afterward when we've had successful shows together. So let's do a little bit of a shout out. We've got some of our awesome regulars who come day in and day out. And then there's some new names on here too. So if you are brand new, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and watch my show. I am going to give you a nice preview of what's in the show and try and tease you a little bit with some nice inspirational demos. I've got tons of samples, so if you like the samples, you're in the right place. So we have Cheryl, we have our lovely Shannon 97 on. Let's have a look, Shannon. There are 8 new products on HSN. The Flora and Fawn says there are 67 coordinating dyes. Oh, does it? Oh, I'll have to have a look at that, Shannon. Good shout. I'll have a look. We've got Donna R in Texas. She missed the other one. Well, welcome. You're not going to miss this one, darling. We've got Phil, we've got Patty, we've got Sarah, we've met Wendy, Barbara Mann from the Central Coast of California. Excited to see your products. Thank you so much, Barbara. Angela for Crafts, Scott Schroeder as well. So share, because we're on one this evening, as we always are. No, we're not on one. We're never actually on one. We just love craft, right? We do love craft. So first of all, let's have a look at the magazine briefly. Not going to go into like demos and things for this one. Lots of you have seen this, actually. Some of you have seen it 2 and 3 times, but I haven't physically had the minutes on air, so we're going to have them on air. And if you like it, I know lots of you have left reviews on there, so that's awesome. It's just an amazing magazine. Now, we're not calling it a magazine, we're calling it a bookazine. Shannon named it a bookazine because it's more like a book than a magazine. And it has 70 pages in this one. So the feedback last time was, can we have more content? So we've tripled, nearly quadrupled the content in this one. Second bit of feedback was, can you take the papers out the magazine, because we didn't want to tear them and ruin it. So we've taken the papers out, and I'll show you that too. And I think that was all the feedback we got. And we listened and we changed it all for you. So let's have a look at what you get in this amazing bundle. If you haven't got one of our magazines, you might want to start now. We've done one already. This is number 2. People are now collecting them. There is a third, which is our Christmas one. And we have General Chestnut's going to appear in our next magazine as well. He's our wonderful layering stencil, sort of like, what do they call, nutcracker. He's going to be in our Christmas one, so you need to make sure you stay tuned for the Christmas shows on HSN as well, because we're super excited about that. So in this particular kit, You get the inspirational magazine with 70 pages in. You get an A4 stamp set with 16 stamps. And you also get that lovely layering stencil and die system. That can be a sunflower, but equally could look like a daisy, dependent what colour you do it. It's got 18 double-sided papers as well, a paper pack. And here are some of the images. You've got reflection collection, lamination. Now, reflection collection is the inbuilt reflection. So you stamp all of it and you get the reflection. Lamination is the colour part, the detailed part, plus them together, and you get a watercolour design. And then we have our incredible layering stencils, which we are king at. We are king at those. I love those. So there's like a little sneak peek of the cards you can make. But let's have a quick overview of the magazine itself. And then we'll have a look at some samples, and then let's have a look at our video. So I'm not going to show you all the magazine because I want you to buy it. If you've got this magazine already, bookazine already, thank you, one, for investing, and two, feedback is amazing. So if you ever have any feedback, please do let us know, because we love, love, love feedback. We love to please, because that's what it's all about. Community, crafting, sharing. Right, so let's have a quick look. So when you get in, it tells you what's in, a little bit about myself. Then you get to meet the whole team, the pickers, the packers, the design team, what goes on at Stamps by Me. Then you have sort of like step-by-steps with photographs on how to make the pretty cards with our lovely design team. This is Karen. And you've got a lot of these, but you also have in here some of our previous designs that you've purchased from HSN as well. So what we've done is we want you to revisit the products that you've already purchased. Let me just find one here without showing you everything. So some of the products that you may have purchased because we have been on HSN now for 3 years, albeit heavy in the last 12 months because we're growing so fast. So you might have only just come across us, but if you have bought previous product, then you are going to be able to get some tips and some inspirational content on using your earlier products as well. So it's just so cool. So it's not just about what you get, it's also revisiting what you've paid your hard-earned money for previously. So you get the magazine. You get the A4 stamp set. Look at this. Oh, A4. So, and you know the quality of our stamps. So you get the reflection lady in this one. You get the boy blowing the butterflies. You get two sort of like background panel stamps. You get the flower lamination, then some words in there. You also get the layering stencils with the heart system. You just layer the hearts up, and then you've got the die as well to cut it out if you want to. I will show you some amazing samples as well. And then we'll have a look at our papers. Now, papers. Do you guys just love papers that sort of like tell a story? Like you can relate to seeing the papers. These pictures just tell a beautiful story on your card making. So Phil's put, Barbara, the infectious personality of Tony plus an active chat has got me hooked in under a week. Oh no, am I in trouble? You're not going to get in trouble for getting hooked, are you? I hope you're not. Shannon says 5-star, the bookazine is way better than any magazine on HSN. Oh, thank you, Shannon, that's super kind. Barbara says, being a fan of Tony's for years, she has. Her products are so unique, says Barbara. Thanks, darling. Scott, let's have a look. Ordered from the last craft day. Excited to see more. I'll keep going because I'll get distracted by your lovely comments as well. Kathy says I ordered some last craft day and excited to see more. Okay, so let's have a look at the papers. Now, papers tell a story. If I can tell a story on my card making, I've done the right thing. So these come with, they're not like separates. You get all of this, and you can see the price on HSN. We're not allowed to talk about prices, guys, so you must go and investigate yourself. So there is a code on screen. Tim's put that on there for you. And then it just gives you a little brief overview, but we can't fit it all on that little panel there. But just look at these papers. So vintage on the back. So they're double-sided. I hate double-sided. I'm sorry. I have to admit, I hate it. I hate cutting one side and cutting into the other. But to get sort of like maximum output for you, for your paper craft, I have to do double-sided. I have to. So yeah, so if you want to check out the products and you want to shop ahead before the shows, hsn.com. And you've got some with sentiments on there as well. panels. You love the little sort of ATC cardy type style ones as well from last time. These are beautiful with the reflection on here. You get some words in there, you get some like abstracty type style ones, circle ones if you want to just cut them with some scissors or put a circular die around. Apertures, walks, different sizes of those sort of storytelling panels. So you've got smaller ones there, and we do even smaller ones as well for even smaller card making. But please do know, if you're thinking, I don't make cards that big, Tony, I try and accommodate for everyone, you see. It's really difficult, but I try. But when I've chosen these designs, what I have done is if you are to cut them smaller to make smaller cards, look, you've still got 2 beautiful cards. So if you do make it into a set of 4, you do still have a beautiful card this side and a beautiful card that side. And they're all like that. I've made it so they are sort of like cuttable for you all to get the large cards and the smaller cards as well. So you get all of the papers. So just to cover, magazine, A4 stamp, paper, and the layering stencils and dies. So let me show you some samples, because it's the samples that really, really showcase this wonderful kit. So here, I'm just going to lay them all out. Some of you, so this is the lovely lamination flower. This is the little boy. That's the tile stamp on one of the papers in the background there. Just using the papers in the set. I'm just going to stack them up here. So Pat says she has number 1 and number 2 and she loves them both. Pat, can you see the improvement from number 2 to number 1? Because number 1 was our first. I really felt like when we did our first magazine, I was really chuffed with it. I was absolutely proud of it, because to do it in-house when we're such like a family company, I was like bowled over by the feedback. But as now I've done number 2, I feel like number 1's now a little bit inferior because we listened, I've added more. So number 2's getting better. So you can imagine what number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, how good they're going to be, right? So let's keep showing you these samples before I just chat and chat and chat. So look at this. So that's just like a little bit of teared paper with a bit of ink, a circle, and then sort of like inked around the circle. And then the stamps themselves with the papers. This is a lovely layering stencil if you do them in super light colours. This is the boy and the lady on the paper. And if you really want to sort of like be abstracty, run them through your embossing folders as well, you know. You have all levels of craft here. My design team knock it out of the park every single time. You have all types of card makers. We're not all paper crafters. We're not all stampers. We're not all die cutters, but the magazine covers it all for you. So here we have just the papers, a bit of stamping and the layering. I'm not going to show too many because I've got a lovely video to show you in a second. That's the let's just go back. That is these, look. You see these panels? So just the 3 panels on those little printed ATC papers that are in the paper pad, and then just put on there. It looks really cool. Make a great guy's card, and then onto the papers here. Just look, the reflection. So you've only got half the reflection in there, and there's just an absolute ton of different styles. This one's a little bit more artistic. Let's just see. We have this little like paper crafty one with the books in there, so you can pop in some of the sentiments and quotes. You could put pictures in here, travel tickets, notes, just make a cute little gift album or something like that. Let's just have another quick look. I'm taking them all with me, so I will get as many as I can on the counter. And this one is a nice one because it looks like pattern paper. How cool is that? I love, 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 love that one. Right, so there is the samples. We do have a nice video for you. So have a look at these samples that the design team have made. I haven't made them. I can't take credit for them. But have a look what the design team's made. And I'm going to get ready for the next wonderful item. all giddy. Are you ready for the next one? Ready for the next one? Right. Next one's a little bit different. So if you like papercraft, you're going to absolutely love this one. But if you like to create like bouquets and things that can sort of like go cross-board, so right from celebration, right to just saying hello, here's a hug, how are you, or those sympathy cards that we don't like to make, or thinking of you, this is going to be a perfect kit, and it's perfect for this time of the year as well. So let's have a look at this one. So this one is Berrylicious. It's a stamp, die and paper collection. I've put the code in, so if you want to investigate before I arrive in the live studios in America, you can absolutely do that as well. So it's got 122 pieces. Okay, it's got the papers that actually do make little like recipe books if you want to, something a little bit different. And I know you all say to me time and time again, Tony is different. Well, yeah, I am different. I need to be different to stand out, right, guys? I need to get noticed. Well, I'm not dancing, though, because that's just not going to bode well with my company. So we'll stick to card making. But basically, these have got those iconic ladies on from old, where you know you can team them up with any fruit or any sort of pastry or any scene. We love a good scene at Stamps by Me, and get the most unique cards. So let's have a look at the kit. So in this particular kit, we get these awesome foliages, which are like long stamens. They have the long detail down here. You get the sort of mason jar detail, which has the screw lid. You then get the top of the jar, so you could put pickles or strawberries or anything. You could put little critter in the jar if you wanted to make a fun card. And then you have the twine as well, which fits seamlessly around the jar, the neck of the jar here. But if you turn it over, look, come on, we've got the dies as well. And our stamps are great quality. The dies are the best as well. They cut like a dream. So you have all of the dies, so you get that. You then get some really, really sort of like matchy, sweet, very fitting for strawberries, sweet sentiments as well, like Berrylicious, glamorous, let's celebrate, life is too short to wear boring clothes. We know that, don't we? Elegance, a smile is the best makeup any girl can wear. So you get all sorts of nice sentiments in there. So Donna R in Texas says, anyone on here lucky enough to get chosen to go to HSN Live? Oh, that's very interesting, Donna. Have you? Because I'm going to be there, and I have something for the people that are going to be there. I don't have any important who's going, unfortunately. But if you are going to be there, I am going to be there. Hopefully my family's going to be there, because I want people to meet my family too, because we are that family business that do everything together. I mean, everything. We don't do anything separate. Everybody's like, thinks we're crazy. Tony, Tim and Tom, the 3 T's. So we have the sentiments, and then we have the papers. Now, our bumper paper packs, I will say to you now, and I'll give you a quick heads up, that our paper does have a slight smell. The only reason it has a smell, and probably maybe some of you, because how do I explain this without sounding like it's crazy? So Suzanne always says in her lives, we do the best papers. And because the quality, the print, they're saturated with ink. And because they are saturated with ink, you do get a slight smell. So the smell is not because they're rotten or going to walk themselves out of the building. It's because they are saturated with ink. They're heavyweight paper. Okay, so yeah, Suzanne Runyon, who we all love, as you know. So it's I think it smells delicious. It smells quality to me, but I'm just used to it. That's all I've ever done. So our bumper paper pack. So we've got 30 pattern papers, 30 embellishment papers, 18, look at that, 18 pattern vellums, my favourite, whoop whoop, and 18 painted mounts. So it's a mix. You can see it's a good old block here. So let's have a look at some of the designs. These are so cute for this time of the year. Okay, look at this. Now, I will say paper, they are a nice weight. For all your projects, you can make little mini albums with these too. I'll not show you them all, but look at these. You can fussy cut these if you wanted to. If you are a little bit of a memory album maker, which I love, getting back into them big time, then you can do that. Think about seed packets, gift bags, if you've got your envelope boards and things like that. These are going to be blooming brilliant. She is stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. So sentiment on a card if you want to. Gift tags. So you've got a whole bunch of different designs in here. Now, what we've done is rather than put the vellum separate, we've put it in here for you. So I'll show you the vellum too. Look at this. Oh, Mary says she hasn't noticed a smell. Yeah, the reason that I say that, Mary, is I'm used to it. I am totally used to it. I have to really do a deep breath now to smell, but I do listen to you all. I read all of the reviews, and some reviews say they didn't like the smell. So I like to give people the heads up that if they're buying our paper, I'm letting you know it has a slight smell and the reason why. Because I don't want people to be like, get them and think they're not great, because we would never sell anything that's not great. I try and explain everything, and I read through all of the reviews, and obviously we can't reply to the reviews. I'd love to go on and go and explain why, but we can't do that. So I use the opportunity when I'm doing my HSN Lives product preview for you all, so you all have a better understanding of why the things are like they are. And sometimes, because we are a little bit different to what you've seen before on HSN, this opportunity for me is like gold dust, and my minutes on air are honestly like gold dust. I steal every single second, every single minute, because I don't know, one, if I'm going to be back on, as you all know, or two, if my minutes are going to go short, if I'm going to get longer, I never know. So I am, boom, like, do it for the family, do it for the family. So I'm like on it big time. So that's why. So I use every minute I can to explain. Oh, I'm not showing, sorry, I'm talking. I'm using every minute to explain, oh, that is just, these could go in 3 like frames. If you had 3 nice wooden frames, you could do all the different girls on there if you wanted. And these are like the little albums where you could make the seed packets, you score down the centre, put a little photograph on the front, actually punch half a hole at the top and put, close them, glue them, and put some seed packets in as giftables and things like that. Does anyone know if there is a shipping special on Tuesday? There normally is, Samantha. So I can't say take it as a given. There normally is. They normally do something. Another one here, look. So, and then after the sort of like embellishments, you get some toppers that you can cut into. Let's keep going. And then some tags. Joy says, I've never noticed an odour. That's cool. That is cool. So, and then you get some sort of like things that you could actually stick on jars. So if you were doing something at a community centre, something for charity, and you wanted to have everything coordinated, then that would be cool. And then you have actually got ingredients and some cards as well. So much value here. And when you see all of our kits, you're probably like, judging on the prices that normally come to HSN, they're going to be expensive. Honestly, we're not. We are a super duper affordable brand, but we never give away our quality. Never, never, never. It's got us to where we are today for 15 years in the UK, so we're not going to change anything now. So let's have a look at the vellum. Now, vellum is brilliant for wraps, envelopes, covering the backs of cards. Now, let me just get the one that I really love. So you can see the transparency, but look what happens when you put it on some white. Look how beautiful. Woo! Makes me very happy. That is nice, isn't it? Look, so you can see the transparency. But look what happens, guys, if you change up the colour. So say, for example, look, if you change the colour underneath, how different it looks there. Let's just see if I've got another piece of card. If you put something patterned underneath, look, the pattern shows through. So you could really do an ethereal vintage look if you wanted to. That looks really cool. So you get a whole bunch of different vellums in there too. So you get your gingham, your stripes. I'll just keep going because I'll never get an opportunity to show you these on air. And then we have the pergola there. So I always say this as well, if you see something like when we show you something, if you know instantly, you get like a little bit of fire in your belly and you're like, oh, I know what I would do with that, then you know it's going to be a good purchase. Okay, so if you get excited by them, you know it's going to be a good purchase. But if you're sitting there thinking, oh, well, I'm not sure what I'd do with it. I like them. In fact, I love them and I love Tony. But I'm not sure what I would do with them. Then they're probably not going to be a great buy. And I would save you money for something else because we launch lots and lots of products. So you might as well just have longevity in your craft rather than just buying for the sake. Let's have a look. Oh, Terry, thank you so much. Beth Kingston confirmed that there is a 750 cart for Tuesday. Thank you, Terry. That's really kind. Love the vellums. I wish HSN would give you more time slots. Donna, I'm working on it. I am really, really working hard to get more time. I think I've been saying this for a while now, and you're probably all sick of hearing me say it, but I think I have to earn my stripes. I think I've earned them. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to earn my stripes, I think. So there are the full bumper papers there. So I'm going to do a little demo on this, quick and simple. Quick and simple. So, because I've got demos for practically everything. So I'm going to get some of the vellum, because I'm going to show you some nice ways to use the vellum, because people sometimes can't see how they're going to use the vellum. So I'm going to use my favourite, which is this one. And then let's get one of the toppers. Let's get one of the nice girls. We could use the jar. Make sure you do use them. Oh, these are nice. These girls here, look. Could use a big girl. Oh, let's just use this one. So you've got a whole bunch of card here, so make sure you do use them. Okay, so let's do a little card quite quick. I will do a demonstration with these ones on air, but this demo is going to be paper based. So I've got a card blank. So let me just grab my trimmer from underneath here. Super easy. Let's cut this one in half. Oh, not two, just one. Let's have a look. Am I missing anything? I think you have, absolutely. It's not a full 24-hour day either. I know. I think because of the transition, you know, because it's all changing, things are getting changed around a little bit. So I think we just have to be a little bit patient, I guess. Connie says, gosh, they're so lively. I love the strawberry look. A little bit different, right? And it's nice to be different. Different is my superpower, I've decided. Right, so let's get some scissors, and I'm going to sort of like distress the edge of this one a little bit, make it a little bit more vintage. Now, I am actually doing a replica of one of my design team members' cards here, because it's so cute. Who's not going to be inspired by all these wonderful demos? Cards and things. So I'm just doing this demo, and then I will show you all of the finished makes, I promise. So I'm just distressing the edges a little bit there, because I like the sort of like a little bit of a sort of like a textured edge there. I mean, you can keep it super simple if you want, but just keeping it different. So it's just a white card here. So here is the vellum. Look, when you put it on, it's just incredibly beautiful, right? But I would like to see some of the white come through as on Karen's card. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to tear the vellum. And then I've got this one for another card. So if you're doing one card, what do I always say? Make two. Always make two. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop this down one side. Look how beautiful that is. Woohoo! Right, let me get a tape pen. So the item number for this is on the screen. It is live as well, so you can shop ahead if you want to. Oh, did anything come out there? Nothing. It's not a good sketch. Well, tape pen number 2. I promise you. Here we go. Let's open a new one. It's the safest way, right? This one is called Berrylicious. Yeah, it's called Berrylicious. So Phil says, Barbara, Stamps by Me has gone from nowhere to my second. Hey Phil, I want to know who your favourite is, so then I can try and push them out. I'm joking. I'm only joking. This. Oh, it's because it's vellum. I need to go slower. Oh, what a plonker. Gorgeous kits. Thank you, Jodie. That's really kind. So I'm just going to pop this to the edge, like so. And then our lovely piece here, let's just pop a little pad behind here. Now, you could go totally flat if you wanted to. There are no rules. You do you. You do your style of craft. That's why we love it, right? So we'll just pop this. In fact, before I pop this on here, like, look at that. Look how pretty that looks. And it's super simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my Eureka, and before we go any further, I'm going to stamp a sentiment on the bottom. So, because we get all of the wonderful sentiments too, which is awesome, right? So we'll just take one of these. And we'll just get something that's going to fit in this little space here. Elegance, that's nice. Verylicious is nice. But don't be afraid to change your sentiments so they go up the side of the panel. So they don't have to go straight. You see, if you do that, and then that goes up there. I'm going to do that, actually. Let's change it up. Because I think we feel like sometimes the norm is to go readable. Sometimes it's nice to chop it up and be a little bit quirky, right? So just make sure it's straight. Straight is a good idea. That's okay, we'll go with that. So we'll get a black ink pad. Glenda says, I remember seeing people eating strawberries right off the plants while picking those 80 quarts as a kid. They even brought spray cream with them. I confess I ate some too. Glenda, we used to do that. You used to pay for a basket and you used to fill your basket, but when you left to pay, your belly waffle as well, wasn't it? And all your lips were red. You had to be so careful. Mum used to say to me, don't get it on your lips. But I think strawberries can give you bellyache, so you could only eat a little handful, really. I think that's why they allowed it. Hey, we'll never go to heaven for taking the strawberries, will we? Oh, let's pop this down here. Let's celebrate. Donna likes quirky. I do. I like to be a little bit different. I like my cards to look a little bit different to everyone else's as well. And I believe that our cards tell a story. I like my cards to tell us. It's all nice doing die cuts and adding things. And yeah, it's a beautiful card. But I feel like if I've enjoyed it and I feel like it tells me a story, the wonderful person that you're giving it to is really going to appreciate it. That's what I think. And I have had to give probably more sad cards than I have actually celebratory cards. So I always want my cards to have a meaning. So that's where the storytelling comes from me. I just love to tell a story on my cards. That's why you see a lot of scenes and the reflection and the lamination. So let's pop this on here. And I think that's a good card from really quite quick, right? So that is, make sure it's straight, Tony. Quite a simple card using the vellum. And then one that Karen made very similar, not my design team, but Karen's put some little hearts in the corner and used one of the other sentiments in the set there. But there we go. Nice, right? Right. So let's have a look at some samples. Let me just keep a tidy gate because I have to put everything away, guys, because I have to then pack it because it's going in my suitcase to go. Because although I am au fait at selling on TV and doing all of that good stuff, I get really nervous and I pack and I pack and I repack and I pack and I pack and I pack because I can't make any mistakes, right? I don't want to look like a fool. So let's put them in our new samples. Let's bring in the samples. Look at all these guys. Look at these. Very cute, I know. So I'll just pop them ones to the back for now. Now we've got some more. So let's have a look. Let's just budge this over. So we've got sort of like all kinds of... The design team just went absolutely wild. If you like sort of like mini albums and things with paper clips and storytelling, you could write recipes inside here on this little book here. Look at these. How cool. Washi tape, if you've got a ton of washi tape you've bought. Just absolutely beautiful, right? So obviously you get the stamp and dies. Look at these. And that has like a shine on it to make like a glass-like jar. And because you get the dies, there's no fussy cutting required. You literally can just run it through your die cutting machine and just be done. But if you like clean and simple cards too, look at this one. Look, can you see the 3D there? It's got the 3D strawberries and things on like that. So it's got like dimension. If you like dimension on your cards, you've got options. Then we've got just one flower from the collection. What about a little pocket on the front of your card so you can put the tags and toppers and things inside? This is that Hessian jar with the top look. So nice. if you want to step away from the paper so they're not strawberry related in any way, you can use them with your inks and your textured backgrounds and things like that. So I keep going. This one's quite cute. So just the paper, and then there's a lady and some strawberries on the side there. Ah, nice Valentine's card. The lady been cut into panels. The jars. These cards are awesome. I know, don't forget to keep sharing, everyone. Also, as well, if you can comment underneath this when we've gone off air as well, we always do giveaways. Which item did you like the best? Did you enjoy the show? If you can pop a comment underneath as well, that's wonderful. So, a few more for you here. Ribbon down this is nice, isn't it? And this. Few more. Oh, we've got this cute album. Really nice. If you've got... Using the toppers, cut them down. Pockets, so that should have a tag in it. What's this? Oh, another book inside another book. Oh! So you could write messages on here, dates for where you've been to locations. It could be a little mini travel one as well. Vellum envelopes. So beautiful, right? So that is your Berrylicious. The code for that is 897712. And just to recap, you get that paper bumper pack with the vellum. You get the stamp set with the dies, and you also get the incredible stamped words sentiments in there as well. So you have a whole plethora of different styles of crafts all built into one unique collection that's going to give you a point of difference with your card making, something a little bit different, which we all love here at Stamps by Me. So next item on the counter, let me just move that over there, not wasting that either, nor that. I hate waste. Right, next item on the counter. So we have a reflection collection. So it's 2 reflection collection stamps and a paper pack. And we also have a bumper paper pack. Just grabbing them, guys, just grabbing them. So reflection collection, stamp and paper collection. So item number 897718. This is brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. If you love your stamping, you're going to love, love, love this. Now, if you don't know our reflection collection, basically, back in the day, we had to do a technique to try and reflect our stamps. And when I was just starting out, I used to try it and think, my goodness me, why do they make it look so easy? It is so flipping hard. I used to have so many disasters. And then a few years later, I do not know how it happened, but I thought to myself, why is nobody putting the stamp reflection built in? Maybe it's the size, I get that. Maybe people didn't want to do the size of stamps to get the reflection, but I thought, well, I'm not scared of size. So I said to Tim, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen it, you know. Anyway, we started it 3 or 4 years ago, I can't remember. And it's been one of our best sellers ever since. So we've done florals, we've done trees, we've done dancers, we've done sailboats, we've done birds. We've just done the whole kit for you. So you get your paper collection, which is brilliant because you can stamp onto it and get that storytelling. It's the bumper paper pack, and you also get 2 stamp sets in this. It's a great deal as well, guys. So let's have a look. So you get your 2 reflection collection stamps. Let me show you the designs. So you can see the reflection is built in here. Now, if you ever wonder which part is the reflection, the bottom part is slightly jaded. If you look at the design, we've slightly sort of like jaded it a little bit because the reflection is never perfect. So it's got that jaded in there. You've got the reflection of the sun in the water like a sunset. We have the trees, which is not reflected because we ran out of space, but would look beautiful at the side of your reflection. And then we have some sentiments and some foliage. And then moving over to this one, you have this amazing reflection stamp. You have the dancers, and then you have the street crew on here as well. And then to top it all off, you also get the paper pad. So the paper pad is enabling you to be creative straight out of the box. So you can stamp these silhouettes of this reflection collection onto these and just get the most amazing cards. Now, this paper pack, I'm a little bit miffed as to why I put this paper pack in with these two stamps. I really feel like these two stamps would have looked after themselves because you all love reflection collection, and this should have been separate, but it's gone in, and so we're going to use it, right? But I have to say, this one, Blissful Horizons, 5x7, 25 designs, 75 pages. I think this has to be the best one we've ever done. I don't know. The design team said it is. So you get all of the lovely beachy effects, the deckings, the deck chairs, the flip-flops, the beach house. And then in the back, you get these toppers. So you don't have to go anywhere near these stamps to use this paper collection. And I'll show you some samples right now. Before I show you the samples, though, it's probably best that I show you something else. So also in the show, I have Summer Escape, which is another bumper paper pack. You all love our bumper paper packs. So I've put this one on as an upsell, and you can get this one individually in the show. And the item number for this one is 897738. And this one is a bit more tropical-esque. So you have choices. If you buy the stamps, you're going to get that bumper paper pack with the ethereal blues and the deckings. And then this one is a upsell one, which is sort of like the summer escapes with the poppies and the greenery and the sort of like trees in there. Absolutely lovely. Let me show you this one as well. So these two stamps and this paper pack are one bundle. Don't get confused. You don't get them all. And then this one is a separate one. So let me show you the designs in this one. So they're totally uncoated, which means they'll go through your embossing folders. You can stamp onto them. They carry a little bit of water as well. You can tear them. They don't crack when you score them. Just some beautiful, beautiful designs. Okay, so that is like its own independent upsell. Item number for this is 897738. Now, let me show you some samples. Now, I'm not going to be doing a demo on this one, guys, because I've got a cracking demo for the live shows for that one. But let me show you some samples. Now, I have to say, these samples, I was showing Tim. I just like, they just sort of like, they just work. Okay, so look at these. So you can see the reflection with, and then don't ink up the bottom part of the stamp without. I mean, come on. So paper-wise, so not going anywhere near the reflection, just using that beautiful paper. Mix them up. I'll just keep showing you, shall I? So just do bear in mind, these are a mix of the paper pads from both. Need those papers. Donna says, I was born in Miami and it reminds me of my childhood. Wow, that is awesome. Terry says, I have one of those stamps. Definitely wish the papers were separate. I live at the beach. Oh, Terry. So here are some more. And again, this is showing you the products that we've launched previously, which you can team with. If you wanted to, that is. Our products always work beautifully together. We have a theme. You know, you can spot a Stamps by Me card a mile away. So look at these ones with the dancers on the decking. They're just fabulous. Get sparkle on there. A note set with a vellum wrap. So you could give a whole bunch of cards and envelopes to a loved one. I am still here, guys. I'm just being silent while I just show you how just incredibly beautiful this bunch. Keep it simple. Don't go anywhere near a stamp if you don't want to. Dancing in the doorway. There is just so many. Twine on there. Bit of inky stencil work on there. Love the summer escape papers. So I'll just show you a few more. Let's just do some long cards because I know some people like to do the longer cards. And that's it. We need to move on. So that is your reflection collection and your paper kit, and then the upsell of the papers on their own. Okay, so Summer Escape on its own, and the other one is your reflection collection and stamp. So check those out as well. How cool is that? They are cool, right? Right, next on the counter, we've got, this one is like a kit. Some of you really love our kit. We're getting right into the kits, and HSN said to us that everybody's enjoying the kits and the 3D aspect of cards. So that's what we did. So here we have Flora and Fauna. Who decided this name? Because it's a killer to say on air. Fabulous samples design team, says Shannon. Brenda says, the way you do beach is so different. Hey, Brenda, hope you're well, sweetheart. I'm so tired of flamingos representing the beach. I know, I feel you, I feel you. I hope you're well, sweetheart. We've got Betty. Hi, sweetheart. I didn't see you were on there. Lovely to have your company. Phil says DL cards are great for kids' cards. Yeah, so beautiful. So let's have a look at this Flora and Fauna collection. Now, this makes 50 cards. 50 cards, and it's very similar to our creator card kits, but this one is not in a box, and it has some different components. So you're going to get that very spring-like animal theme, bright, vibrant spring colours. It's a little bit different, this one. I'd be interested to see how this goes because it's super easy. Now, if you are a crafter who crafts with the girls or a community or your church, you can get them all out and just craft together with this without the worry of that was really expensive. Please don't use those pretty toppers. Please don't use my best envelopes because it's a kit that can be utilised together. So, as always, within the kit, you get your card blanks and envelopes. They're 5x7, great quality, guys, to go with. Then you get your full sheet of foam pads. So if you're getting into the 3D, they're scored and cut and everything. You just have to tear them away, and then you get your 3D foam pads. You get your toppers. So these are your like card toppers to go on the top. So you can use anything in this window. It doesn't have to be the toppers that are in the kit. That. So that's the full sort of topper on there. So there's 10 designs, 50 pages of the toppers. Then you get a full book of the banners, which comes with a coordinating die to cut them out. So you just cut one up, cut the one away you want, and then run it through your die cut machine. So you get all of the colours that coordinate beautifully. And it says things like birthday blessings, happy birthday, bloom and grow, wishing you joy and new beginnings. And then we've got hello sunshine, birthday wishes, spring into joy, celebrate to you and spring, celebrate you and spring has sprung. And you get 4 pages, 20 sentiments. So, well, you get a whole bunch of, when I say 20 sentiments, it's the words that are 20 different ones. So you get those, and then you get your sort of like, I always like to call these my son calls these the football cards, you know, kids and football cards. And then these are all your cute toppers. So you've got little sheep, we've got the little otter on here. We love a good otter, don't we? We've got the little deer on, cute dog, Little rabbit. Oh, how nice is he? Hedgehog. Oh. It's a good. If nobody were watching this show, all they would hear me do is cha 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 cha. Ooh, ooh, deep breath. I know. Please don't ever do like a mashup or a bloopers for me because it would be crazy, and a kitten on there as well. So let's put a quick card together with this, and then we'll show you some samples because I've got a ton of those as well. Oh, I have to pay the £65 on 3 suitcases when I get to the airport because I can just. I'm taking it. It's all coming with me. It's all coming with me. Right, so let's get one of the card blanks out of here. And then it's just simply a case of picking what colour theme as the person you're sending it to. Do they have a particular flower they like, or an animal they like, or a colour? Then you're literally good to go, aren't you? So let's pull in one of our toppers. So I've got my card. Make sure it's the right way. And then we'll pick a topper. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go bright. So you can see. And they're measured in such a way that they fit onto the card. So you don't have to trim, don't faff, don't worry. And then pick at your topper. Yeah, so great for the kids as well. Without worry that they're going to ruin your best craft stash. Oh, that is so nice. So let's pop a pad under him. So easy. I'll just use one of my own pads actually rather than open that. Super easy. Now you'll see from the samples the team have done a fantastic job of trying to just use the kit. I do encourage that they just use the kit sometimes, but I always do say with some of our kits that please mix it up with some of our earlier designs too, because it's silly not to, isn't it? It's silly because we create all of this lovely craft stuff. Why shouldn't we mix? And the design team have done a cracking job at mixing. So I better stick this one down first though, hadn't I? So I'll just stick this one on. Now you can add sparkle. If you've got your glitter pens, add some sparkle to the flowers. Really jazz it up if you want to. If you want to keep it totally flat, of course you can do that too. Because I know some people have said that the postage is getting crazy because of delivery costs and things like that. And literally you have a spring-like card, easy peasy. And then there's the sentiments, which you can just run through your die cutting machine. I haven't got my die cutting machine. I haven't got my die for this, but you do get a die, so I'm just going to cut it with my hand. Spring has sprung. Hello, sunshine. Yeah, let's go for hello, sunshine, because we've got yellows and oranges in this one. So I'm just going to cut around here very quickly, just with a little white border. Don't forget, you don't have to do this. You do have a die. I don't mind fussy cutting, actually. I'm not the best at it, but I don't mind it. So just cut round here. Now, if you are a little bit more technical with your craft and like to add dimension with ink, get your blending brushes out, get your coloured ink pads out and just make yours different, right? So just around here. Great for nursing homes, they are. And, you know, like people with dexterity, you know, problems, or people who haven't got the capacity to sort of like build complete full cards when it's just a couple of components that need sort of like putting together. And because the kit is of such a colour palette, it doesn't really matter which you put with which, it still works. So the colour formation just works across the board. So you don't even have to have an eye for colour either if you don't. So let's just move that out of the way, and then let's pop this little banner on, and then that's it. Excuse my poor cutting. Hello, sunshine. So we could just... Oh, it's so cute. I'm going to go there, though. I would probably put a little pad on there, too. So there we go. How... I mean, literally 1 minute card. If it were a competition, I'd be the winner right now for the fastest card in the world. But that's what these kits are all about, right? Speedy craft if you need to speed craft. So let's have a look at some of the samples, because I have a whole bunch of them and all. Look at the samples on there, though. Oh, aren't they just so nice? The design team did a cracking job. Right, let's have a look here. Oh, He's so cute. I've got a little tag album. So if you're looking at it thinking, I don't want to make 50 cards, Tony, well, you know, make something else then. Super easy. We've all got die cuts that create shapes, haven't we? Use a different one. Ink the background yourself. What about teaming them up with something from our earlier collections with a frame? So you've got that lovely backing piece. Can be utilised, can't it? Look at these three. Look at those. Shaker cards. I mean, who puts a rabbit on a swing? But he looks good. He looks so cute right now. I think the rabbit on the swing's my son's favourite. The dog, he loves the dog as well. Little 3D one inside that frame there. What about hidden behind some forestry from one of our earlier dies? Couple of toppers on one. I like to show you the samples. I know you all really appreciate seeing the samples because it just gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can do, because sometimes we can't see beyond what the product looks like. So it is really nice sometimes just to have that little bit of inspirational content where the design team have mixed it up and made it a little bit different. So this has got sparkle on the edge. It's got some vellum just thrown under the middle just to stop it from all blending into one. Dog's running for gate because we've left gate open. Yeah. Oh, Daddy's home. That's a good one, isn't it? This is good with the aperture so you can see the animals through. Another shaker card. So I'm going to save some of the others for HSN to show you on HSN. Look at that. But there we go. So this one is Flora and Fauna card making kit, makes 50 cards total, but of course you can absolutely mix it up and use them for other types of craft if you want to. So don't forget to leave a comment underneath this video. That is the end of our product preview. We've only actually had 4 new lines in the show. However, we did have 3 of our items that didn't go to air last time that I might be given the opportunity to touch on this time, so stay tuned for those. But if you didn't get our magazine, make sure you get our magazine as well, because it is so wonderful. I cannot tell you how cool it is to just grab a drink and just sit and chill and have some crafty reading time. So, did you enjoy that? Have you all picked a favourite? Whatever happens, I'll be getting on my flight. I will be getting on my flight, and I will hopefully be doing some Facebook previews from the hotel, so we can pick an outfit or do something together before I actually go live in the live shows. Now, my show times are, I am in the 11 a.m, the back end of 11 a.m. into the 12 o'clock show. So back end of 11 into the 12, and it's going to start, I believe, with the magazine. But just stay tuned. We need to be really fluid in how I say these things, because as we all know, things change and change like that on HSN. So be quite flexible. I would probably say tune in at 11, and then hopefully you will see me in the live show. So whatever you're doing, stay safe as always, stay cozy, look after your friends and your family, tell everybody that you love them over and over again, and I'll see you in the studios on Tuesday for an amazing crafty day with my brand new products. Don't forget to pop a comment underneath this video. See you later, guys. Take care. Bye.